Hello, in this video we will learn about time and its units. So what is time is the first question. Now before we try to understand what time is, there is a word that I want us to learn, and that word is called an event. An event is anything that has happened. For example, I was speaking a little while ago. When I started speaking, that was an event. Similarly, there are many other examples. Let's take some examples. The birth of somebody, a person, a thing, let's say an insect, the birth, let's say your birth, was an event. The death of a person, somebody's death, is an event. Marriage is an event. The beginning of the class is an event. The end of the class is an event. The rising of the sun is an event. The setting of the sun is an event. Now, I want you to think of a few events because I'm going to ask you that in the assignment. So, an event is something that has happened, or in Hindi, as we call it, it's called a ghatna. Now, what is time? Well, what is the distance between your, let's say, somebody's birth, let's say somebody was born sometime, and then the person, let's say, died. Now, what is the distance between these two events? So, let's say birth is the first event, right? And let's say the death of the person is the second event. So, what is the distance between these two events? How far is the birth of the person from the death of the same person? Well, this separation or this distance between these two events is the time. Well, let us take a simpler example. What time does your class start? So, let us say that is an event. The first class. When does your first class start? Right? And when does the first class stop or is finished? Right? So this is the first event and this is the second event. So how do you know the first event has taken place? You hear the bell of your school ringing. Well, you hear the bell ringing, and when the first bell rings, you know that the first class has started. So let us assume it's 9 o'clock when your class starts. And event 2, after 45 minutes, your class, or let's say after 1 hour, your class ends. And when your class ends, the time is, let us assume it's 10 o'clock. So, what is the distance between the first event and the second event? Well, you cannot measure and describe this distance in kilometers because kilometers is the unit of length. You can also not say the distance between event 1 and event 2 is a few grams because gram is a unit of mass. So, we describe time in some different units. So, the distance between two events is described as time, right? So, time is the distance, or you can use another word. Time is the separation between two events. So, between two events. And this is what time is. I hope you've understood what time is, and now let us try to understand, or let us introduce ourselves to the units of time. How do we describe time? Now, there are many units of time, very common ones. All of them are used very commonly. So, let us just have a look at them. So, the first unit here is called a second, and the second also happens to be the SI unit of time. Now, as I speak of the SI unit, can you recall some other SI units? Do you remember the SI unit of mass? Or do you remember the SI unit of length? I hope you do. Well, without taking much time, let us come back to time. So the SI unit of time, or one of the units of time, is second. Another unit of time is a minute. Another unit is hour, and then a day. And a week is a unit of time. Month is a unit of time, and so is year, and then a decade, and then a century, and a millennium. And there are many other units. So let us try to understand the most common ones and what they are. So 1 second is the smallest unit of time that we are going to start talking about. So second also happens to be the SI unit. Now 60 seconds combined together to make up a larger unit of time, which is called a minute or 1 minute. And 60 minutes together after 60 minutes, or a collection of 60 minutes, is called the even a larger unit, which is called 1 hour. And 24 hours make up something known as a day. And 7 days are collectively make a larger unit, which is called a week. And then uh, a month, then we have a month. So let us not discuss about month at the moment, because the time described by a month is different. February has 28 months. The other months have either 30 days or 31 days. So, well, we should know what a week is. I'm sorry, what a month is. But a month has different values of time associated with it. Similarly, we've got something called as a year, 1 year. And year, this unit of time also has two different values, 365 days or 366 days. Well, 365 days or 366 days make up a year. And 12 months, we can also understand 1 year as a collection of 12 months, right? Which is given right here. And a decade is even a larger unit, which is a collection of 10 years. And 100 years make a century, and 1,000 years make a millennium. Let us look at some other common units of time that we have studied under the SI system. So as I told you, the second is a unit of time. A smaller unit of time is a decisecond, even a smaller unit is a centisecond, and then we've got milliseconds. Now, how are they related? 10 milliseconds make a centisecond, 10 centiseconds make a decisecond, 10 deciseconds make up a second, and then we've got 60 seconds that make up a minute, and we write minute as MIN. We do not write it as M, because small m stands for meter. And let's proceed further. And then we've got 60 seconds make a minute, and then 60 minutes make up 1 hour, HR, small r, and then we've got 24 hours that make up a day, right? And then 7 days make up a week. And we will not proceed beyond this. So I want you people to know at least these many, from week up till milliseconds. I want you to know these units of time. Other than that, all the other information that is given here is a matter of general knowledge. I will see you in the next video, where we will learn how to convert the different units of time, larger units into smaller units.